Okay, recently, Kang Uncle Raymond is so busy. There are a lot of things going on. Looks like I have to meet your parents after the Chinese New Year, see how you reach out. Okay, and right, let's move on to the lesson. Today we have the two of you. Zachary is on MC, he's sick. Tian Yu still, I'm not sure where is he. Let me see. Okay, so happy belated Valentine's for yesterday. So let's go on to today. We are talking about philosophy and psychology for this whole month. And what we want to see is that part one, okay, psychology studies individuals and why do, one more time, sorry. Psychology studies individuals and why they do what they do. So that's how psychologists talk about the individual's behavior and how they perform, right? Sociology study the groups of people and why they interact the way too. So you see, give me a minute. I'm so sorry. My customer called me. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So you see, sociology, as you know, all of you now step 3 and step 4, you study social study, right? So every group, every different religions or every race has their own psychological background. So they behave differently, they dress differently, they talk differently, they act differently, even they eat might be different from other race. Some of them, sorry, just a quick one since we are in this topic, and that philosophy is a set of instructions as to how the other two groups should act in order to get along and all be successful. Wow, that is so powerful. So philosophy is like a big shopping mall that maybe psychology is like Starbucks, and then sociology is like your Uniqlo, that one of them needs to have dress and the other one needs to have food to make that person looks well dressed and well fed. So just a quick one. Always my memory is a bit short term. I want to say something, I suddenly lost track. So philosophy, social stuff. Seriously, I want to say something after I really forgot about what I want to say. So sorry. Give me a few seconds to think about it. Sociology, psychology. If we are talking about, okay, never mind. Read the next one. Should I study philosophy or psychology? Well, in fact, both are like the philosophy is like the fathers of all thinking, all creative thinking, cognitive thinking. It's a process. But broadly speaking, philosophy study will likely enhance your thinking. That's definitely. That's what is your philosophy in life. Okay, and then logic and the reasoning faculties and your potential regarding commons and universal wisdom. Haling, if you can help me to WhatsApp Tian Yu, is he coming in or not? Don't mind, thanks.
Yes, he's having technical difficulty.
Okay, thank you, sir. While psychological study will likely sanitize you to what makes you think, people think as individual, that is your framework of mind, emotion, will, and mental demure. Demure and other things like psychology is like how you perceive and see and look at people, their behavior. So since you are doing social studies, psychology, sociology is about different walks of life, different people, different field. Now, I may ask one of these questions here, asking that the two of you, by waiting for Tian Yu to come in. When you suddenly I just have a good question, but just slip of my mind. Let me give me a suddenly just lost track. I'm so sorry. Philosophy study major and why do they do what they do? If you have Let me see. Let me slowly recall. Next time when I think of something, I cannot distract myself again. Oh, somebody sent me something. Hold on. What did? Can you say what? The link. Let me see. Somebody need me to give me the link. Where's the link?
So I did try using the invite. I can't send it to him. I tried just now. I can't.
So give me a minute now. I need to send the link to our dear friend. Okay. Where is the? Oh my God. Then how do I do it now? Sorry, I need to send the link. Copy the link, right? Send to here. Here. No, not this one. I always got problems. Give me a minute. Invite. I think it's invite. Copy invitation. No. Copy invite links. Yes. Okay, done. Okay, go back to the screen here. Sorry, and go back to open my file here. Wait, give me a minute. Philosophy, I want to say something. Just give me a while. Let me recap a bit dementia already. I want to ask you a question about this philosophy and psychology and sociology. Oh well, yes. So Kang Yao and Han Ling, let's say now this is Chinese New Year, right? Every family has a different way to celebrate Chinese New Year. There's some family have their other race. So for example, their children married to another race, be it Indian, Malay, Chinese, or Eurasians, or blacks, or Japanese, or Koreans, or Vietnamese, or whatever. How would you say that if you're visiting a family that they are different race, and then they say 恭喜 to you and speak very well fluent Chinese words to you, what is the first thing that comes to your mind, honey? Are you there, honey? Sorry. Okay, Kang Yao, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? When you go to your friend's house, then your friend invite you, hey, Kang Yao, come to my house. Then later when you go to his house, you met his family members, and some of them are not Chinese, they are non-Chinese. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? What is your philosophy come to your mind? Have you ever gone to a family like that before? No, okay. So now let's say because now Singapore is very diversified, right? Right. No, we got very different race. Remember the issue one, marrying a country, different origins, different place of birth, and then some of them just coming with different languages and dialects, or even their mother tongues are different. So what is the things? How will you feel? I can't hear you, no. Even though you unmute your mic, I can't hear you.
I feel neutral.
Neutral. No, but you go in, how are you going to interact with them? That's my next question.
I just interact them normally, like how I interact with other people.
Okay. So you won't be like 排斥他们, right? Like also like, oh, come on, seriously. Okay, thank you very much. What about you, Honey? Are you there, Honey? Hello? I can't see you, so please answer me if you are awake.
I am. It's very hard to move my mouse, Joe. I have a disabled hand.
Oh yeah, your finger, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
same as Kang Yao,
finger, your pinky. I'm so sorry, my dear. So, hey, how you feel? You go to your friend's house, then suddenly your friends tell you, hey, hello, this is my family member. Then you see their different race celebrating Chinese New Year. What is your first perception of that? Oh my God, seriously.
I feel the same as Kang Yao, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How come you never ask me? For me, if I go to a family that is different race, I don't feel awkward. No, I feel that wow. You know, there are other races who can accept Chinese custom, religions, and values, And the most important thing, they can embrace and celebrate together with us. So psychologically, I feel, wow, that's very interesting. As I know, right, today is what they call the Total Defense Day, right? Kang Yao. And you all got rationing, got food, water, or even the toilet also cannot go. Do you have this?
Yeah, we have.
Started already,
My school one is energy. Yeah, we start
energy,
already. Yeah.
So no electricity,
Yeah, no electricity.
Hello, no electricity, then how you study?
Who said studying need the lights?
Have to, you will spoil your eyesight, I cannot accept when I was in school, I cannot, my classroom, the only time the whole entire classroom is total darkness is when I switch off the light, and ask the whole entire class to put their head on the desk and take a nap for 3 minutes to 5 minutes. I'm serious. All must sleep. And then the rest, when done already, I will turn on all the lights that I can turn on. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, energy. How about you, Kang Yao? What do you have for this today Total Defense Day? And what is your yeah, Clara?
The Total Defense Day is not today, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow then you start.
Yeah.
Okay. So Han Ling, so how do you feel? What is your philosophy for this exercise? 韩林，你在吗？我在问你5个问题。天佑 listen on your camera. Mr. 天佑 welcome to Singapore.
Yo, my bad.
No 啦，不要
Apologies.
不用紧，哎，快点呢。
Okay. I assume I read, right?
不是 read 啦，我是问你，
What?
如果你去一个朋友的家然后你看到他家里的人不是只是华人庆祝过年then you see a group of their relative also got Amor, got the whites, the blacks, the Malay, the Indians, the other race come and celebrate Chinese New Year. What is the first thing that your impression? You say, oh my God, seriously.
My first impression is, wow, you have that many like different types of relatives. That's like my first impression.
你会排斥他们？ Will you ostracize or 排斥他们？排斥
is like what? Like don't include them.
Look down, yeah.
Nah.
Now you see
Nah.
or not?
You know, festivals are like those events where the more the merrier, you know. No, especially if you teach them how to play blackjack, yeah, the more money you can earn from winning from them. So the more the merrier.
Where is Kang Yao? Kang Yao gone already. Okay. So you will just embrace and welcome them. Good. Remember the issue 1 in social study, like we talk about sociology, that we have a diverse society, we allow different ways. So the philosophy for Singapore government, for Singaporeans, for Singapore is that all race and religions, all creeds are all in equal platform. And tomorrow is also a very big news. I know today, the 15th of February, we are talking about the Total Defense Day, right?
Yep.
80 years ago when our dear Japanese attacked Singapore and destroyed the whole entire country. And about few millions people in this place will suffer like shit. So have you done this curfew or this rationing from this Total Defense Day?
You mean the one where our school only eats like what, soya bean and stuff?
哎呦，start 了啊！你们 start 了啊？
No, our school don't do it. I don't think secondary school does it, cause you need the energy, you know.
Yeah, correct. And
maybe
I think
primary school have, but secondary school most likely does not have.
I think the secondary school should do that, but whereas the primary school should not do that. Because look at it, you all should embrace and understand the suffering that our forefather went through during that occupation, Japanese occupation, number 1. And number 2, of course, it's good to have this feel of that, you got rationing of electricity, water supply, toilets, also accessibility, food, and all these things to really feel the pain. You see, the Total Defense Day for today and tomorrow exercise and for the next 1 or 2 weeks, and psychologically, we want to feel that our ancestors went through a shit of their life during Japanese occupations. And what is the philosophy for the 3 of you is that knowing that our ancestors who have suffered so much during the World War II occupation, our philosophy is to make sure that this country will be strong, safe, and superb, and also most important, successful. let's be honest, since we're in this topic, I'd like to ask Han Ling, who is actually doing history. Do you think Singapore will last forever peaceful? Han Ling?
Definitely not.
Okay, this is just what do you call just later this one all of you must learn how. Okay, this the first two Lev Vygotsky and James Piaget Piaget. They pronounce Jan, some pronounce Jean. Jan Piaget is one of my two favorite Greek thinker. So how long do you think Singapore will last for the peace, based on your philosophy of what you have seen so far, and you have studied your social studies? Yes, honey. How long do you think Singapore can last the peace and prosperity and no war with other countries? 100 years? Honey. How about you, Tian Yu? How long do you think Singapore will last?
As in, well, peacefully or what?
Yeah lah, that means 就像现在这样啦。Do you think Singapore will last forever like that? No, right? Let's be honest, no, right? You agree?
Yep, no.
So based in your opinion, bro, how long do you think it will last?
Until for now, I see that we can actually last very long because our
Give me
founding fathers,
a number.
I think it's a good 50 years.
这么短啊，50 years 而已啊。
50 years, because like,
50
okay,
啦
first,
50对吗？
actually, no, I might, okay, never mind, I might change it to 500 years around there.
500 years啊。
Let's see, our foundation is very strong already because our forefathers like Lee Kuan Yew and they all and others built our country like very strong to be become strong as in like, okay, maybe not in military sense, but then like in a way we are very stable in most of the part, maybe other than some water supply, which we are working on right now. Food
Okay.
supplies produced in Singapore we're also working, so maybe like 10 years time we will actually have our own like water foundation and plantation
Wow.
and stuff, and like food plantation, like maybe they might build like some way or like on some water and like the seas, the as a sea between Singapore and Malaysia, maybe like on top of the sea, then they'll build something there that will constantly like convert the salt water into drinkable water and continue produce maybe in the future 500 years. But for at the same time, I feel like because we lack in manpower, so like if we do get into a war, and then I mean we have, to be honest, I feel like we have the IQ against them. So as long as we play it smart, will win. But let's say all it takes is one nuke, not even atomic bomb, just in one bomb, and I think that's like 50% of
Bye-bye.
Singapore gone already. And then it's gonna, especially for us, since we're all high tech, right?
Yeah.
We're all gonna, if we start from like, let's say we get bomb, we're gonna have to take a very long time to rebuild what we did because all of us high tech ma.
对
Like that
对
lor. So it's
Very
like,
good.
yeah, 100 years can
100 years, huh? That's
100
what you.
years without any problem. If not,
Oh.
if there's like no like war or anything, then I think can obviously go on as long as you can until. Another thing I might say is 100 years, because I feel like one bad leader can also turn over a country.
Yeah, true. Thank you.
I appreciate the example is Malaysia. The Malaysia government changed to the recent one, and now it's like I don't know what's happening there. Even as a Malaysia, I don't understand. That's like the
Okay.
main thing.
You are now Singaporean already, so we don't care about the countries. Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your explanation. Well detailed. How about Kang Yao? How long do you think Singapore will last this kind of peace and prosperity and progress?
I think maybe 50 years.
50 only 啊，这么短啊？
Because
brother, 50 years 就是你才60多岁嘞，就是60多岁新加坡会 collapse 的，你已经是一个阿伯了 ，old man 。Sorry， 我不在这个世界了。50 years 你 uncle 我拜拜了，已经不在新加坡，可能在一个娱乐世界。50 years then I will be 100 years old. I don't think I can live so long. Okay, how about you? Why 50 years?
because everything that's good will come to end. So, and also now the society is changing a lot, so it's not predictable. It's unpredictable, and there's a lot of people said like World War III or it's also like it might come soon. So I don't think the peace will last that long.
Well, it's but your generation, bro, correct or not?
Yeah.
你怕吗？你怕吗？孙老师，你怕吗？
No.
You think you're not? Why? You mean you are prepared to die anytime?
Because I'm not really that scared. I don't know. It's
船
just
到桥头自然直了哈。Wait for the
yeah.
day to come. Okay, fair enough. How about you, Han Ling? Thank you, Kang Yao. How about you, Han Ling? How long do you think Singapore will last?
How long do I think Singapore will last? I'd say I'd definitely give you another 150 years, as long as the world doesn't make any radical changes, or like the superpowers of the world don't make any rash decisions. Singapore can last for definitely at least another 150 years.
Thank you very much. Okay, based on Uncle Raymond's opinion, I don't count my generation. Don't count my generation. Count your generation start. Or maybe my elder son generation, those who are now in 20 plus, around 20 plus, that generation 20 plus and early 30s. I think a very good figures will be 3 generations to go. So if you think about 3 generations, each one 50 years, it's a well good 150 years to 200 years. So 3 generation meanings that your generation, those with 20, your generation, followed by your son generation, followed by your grandson generation. That is the time of Han Ling, Tian Yu, and Kang Yao and Zachary. That is where when your grandchildren generation will be totally different the way they perceive Singapore. As you can see now, like what you're saying, Kang Yao, the psychology thinking, your theory of how the world is changing, how it affects Singapore, like what you've done a bit of social study. You feel that Singapore, in terms of philosophy, we have a good government, we have a good system in place, we have a good law and order, we have good army, we have good all these things, but nothing comes forever good. Things will fall. We just need one cloud, and someone said just now, we need one cloud to destroy the whole entire system. So let's see how Singapore is going to last. It all depends on this generation. Because at the end of the day, in few years' time, you're going to vote for the government. And who knows, Tian Yu, you might be one of the ministers as well as Kang Yao or Han Ling. You never know. Okay, you never know in life that one day you become a minister and things like that. So thanks for sharing. Now let's talk about these 6 educational theories. Please pay attention, especially the first 2. I've done a lot of research during my university study, and when I was in NIE or this, we like to talk about these few of them, this 6 person. Okay, I like this guy, the Bloom's taxonomy. It's very interesting. And then this multiple intelligence. This Werner, not really much. And these 2, I don't really know much about it, to be honest. Out of the 6, I only know 4 very detailed. Let's talk about the Vygotsky. Now, zones of proximal developments, the range of skills that are a little bit more difficult than what a student can do independently. Scaffolding, changing the level of support to meet the ability of the child. Now, let's say Kang Yao. Why you come here to learn creative writing, same as Tian Yu and Han Ling and Zach. You need a scaffolding. A scaffolding, that means someone need to help you to understand and write. But unfortunately, I'm so sorry. For the past nearly coming to 9 months, I don't see a single essay being sent to me for scaffolding to mark your essay. Maybe 1 or 2 out of the 9 months or so, or less than a year. Definitely less than a year. Some of them will be 1 year plus. So far, I only received less than 10 essays from you. So how can I judge your skill from your writing, from your perspective? Yeah, you can type here, you can send your answer here, it's still considered homework. But we still need that kind of space, that kind of development, and what Vygotsky is saying, that we need to have a proper like homework to be handed in, and then Uncle Raymond can scaffold and check, oh, this is supposed to be written like that and this and that. Let's be very open, guys. I mean, if we continue like that, then seriously, that's not a creative writing classroom. It's just like talking and exchanging. And in face-to-face creative writing skill in a classroom base that I have for my primary and secondary school for the past few years in the residential network RC center, they really sit down and write and hand in homework. Right, seriously, right. So if this is the case, then I feel that depletes the purpose of learning scaffolding. That's I feel. Okay, so that's my very strict and sincere and frank opinion about creative writing skills. If you don't do that without the support, if you don't submit your homework by writing, I never know how is your handwriting look like. I know Han Ling handwriting is really like doctor handwriting, but Tian Yu also sometimes big and small. Kang Yao you also the same. So it's good that exactly also the same. It's good that if you can write at least sometime, not a full essay, but at least let Uncle Raymond read through. Okay, that would be good. Now Jane Piaget, it's Jane, or not Jean. Jane Piaget schema is the very important thing. The things the child already knows. Student connects new knowledge to an existing schema. And what does this constructivism student learn by doing rather than by being told? So you realize I keep telling you, hand in your homework. But because most of the time, okay, this is live recording. There's nothing to hide. Because this is Zoom, I cannot be sitting here, okay, Kang Yao can take your piece of paper, start writing about the essay about philosophy. Tian Yu talk about psychology, please take a piece of paper and write. Han Ling and Zachary, please compare philosophy and psychology and write this. And in 1 hour, take a picture and send it to me after the lesson end. I mean, it sounds a bit ridiculous. I can't be sitting here in the Zoom and ask you to write and then the camera focusing on you writing. This is like, like this. So student by learning is by doing it. Just like your math, how you learn your math, homework, how you learn your math practice, how you learn your math memorizing, how you learn your math by making mistake. And then through mistake, you improve from learning. That's what Piaget said. Okay. So a child learns best is through making mistake, going through the process of learning. Hey, wait a minute, Uncle Raymond, I'm attending creative writing skills. What got to do with this? Well, definitely got to do with what I'm going to say. So when you're writing a creative like argumentative, you have to understand certain things like positive and negative, advantages and disadvantages, the booms and the boom beams, okay, like technology. We need to understand how we write. The same thing. If you do not have the schema, you do not have the constructions like the setting, main character, atmosphere, reader, and title, and then you need to add in some of the speed spot. This is something you need to practice along the way with a different essay. Okay, that's what the next one, behaviorism. Now, positive reinforcement like praise rewards. Like now I'm telling you, well done, Kang Yao. That homework that you hand in was brilliant. The structure, the way you write, Tian Yu was awesome. Han Ling, the way you structure your English, the way you make your arguments was really very good. Please copy this particular argument that you sent and that you have written in your essay, copy it out and use it for another essay. Exactly, well done. The starting of your introduction was really good. These few lines can use for your future other introductions for other essays. There you are. So it's that how you behave when you want to write in the particular essay. So you are all upper set already. I'm not going to talk about lower set of primary school, that this kind of thing. When you tell primary school these type of things, they don't understand, for goodness sake, please. Right, so increase the likelihood the behavior will be repeated. Negative reinforcement, punishment pushes the child away from a behavior. Okay, strength and behavior will be repeated. Now, simple, Kang Yao. Don't mind, you don't answer me if you don't feel like answering. You see, your parents have a shop as a restaurant, right? I'm sure sometimes when your parents come back, they will be very frustrated and they will be very happy. 我教了这个人这个 waiter 还是这个厨师还是这个person 哇很好嘞，他很会自动 automatic， 懂得怎么教他一次他就懂了。There are some 教他2、3、4、5、6次他还不懂，最后怎么样？ Bye bye 被 fire 对吗？康阳 right。 Same thing in school the teacher can teach the whole class 40 people, but you have different multiple intelligence, different ways of thinking. Some like to use music to learn, some use picture, some use words, some use numbers, some use sounds. A lot of different types of way to learn. So you see, I don't know, right? Kang Yao, I believe you did hear your parents say that, right? Some waiter can teach, some waiter, I think 教了10次都不懂他为什么还是这样。Is there anything wrong with that, Kang Yao? What do you see based on your judgment? Definitely your parents are not wrong. They need someone to move the things. But what's wrong with the waiter A who can teach very well? 教他1、2次他就 boom fly already automatic. Waiter B 你教他10次他还是一样做一样的东西。What's wrong with this? Back to you.
It's possible that some people when they're doing things, they must know the reason. So they know the reason why they're doing it, and why they're doing it. So then they will start to understand why they must do the thing the task that they need to do.
No, but it's very simple. The waiter A and B is to make sure take order from the customer, 对吗？先生，你要吃什么？扫描这个 QR code, then done ready，他就是 serve 那个 food on the table, right? Very straightforward, right? Then 吃完了就说先生小姐 ，can I clear the table，对吗？那 clear 完就是抹桌子，hello bro, how difficult it is ？You don't need a master degree or PhD 啊，我不是看小这个因为 Uncle Raymond 也是做过 waiter before 抹地、扫地、丢垃圾都有。But why some people have to tell them，你看到吗？那个 table 已经吃完了，为什么你不要去打扫呢？有没有这样的情况吗？有吗？就是说他们不会 automatic
No, not that I know of.
Good. That means the top management has give them a good set guideline already. That is where you see. Look, they say that spiral curriculum. This one later will tell you all. Children can tackle challenging topics in age-appropriate ways. This topic can be revisited and expanded upon year after year. So that means all the waiters and the staff in your parents' restaurant has kind of already got a standard already. 你懂意思吗？你懂啊？哦，你在讲电话 ，sorry 做一个 standard 3D right 对吗？天佑，对吗？天佑 ，Hello 天佑 ，Are you there？
Hello.
Can you hear me？
I like that a bit.
So you see
kindly repeat?
like just now you see those waiter that is working in Kan Yao's parents' restaurant, right? He say that there is no waiter that cannot be teachable, right? 对吗，韩玲豪？ So why do you think they have a set of people who are able to take the challenge? Right. Sorry, Kang Yao, since you're talking on the phone now, let me repeat. You realize some of your, not some, in fact, all the staff already know what to do where the moment the customer come into your parents' restaurant, 欢迎光临，几位啊？对吗？打包还是这边吃，对吗？ It's a very standard, you see. They really know the pattern, what to do, where to eat. Okay, now, the next one is a hierarchy of learning objectives, starting with knowledge and growing in the complexity to evaluation. I believe in the restaurant you have a junior chef, senior chef, junior waiter, senior waiter, supervisor, and manager. Correct now, Kang Yang, right? We go by hierarchy. Why? The same thing, what? In terms of when you in a school, why you got set 1, set 2, 3, and 4, the way they learn, the way they mature. You realize some set 1 are very mature than the set 4. While some set 4 are really very immature. So it's a hierarchy of learning objectives. Now, Bloom taxonomy is very useful in NRE for most of us in Singapore education because this taxonomy has actually helped us to understand the different needs of the students. How can we help, like the special needs or in multiple intelligence or students who are so good or so bad or so lousy or certain way they got learning difficulties, 学习障碍 or things like that. Okay. So it's the same as the waiter in your family's restaurant. There are some waiter can be teachable, but there are some of them. Sorry, I'm not interested to get promoted to become a supervisor or senior waiter. I just want to work here part time, get my pay, and that's it. I forget it. Yeah, there's some people like that. There are some who love to be more involved. So that is where the human has several ways of processing information. See, now just a quick one from all these 6 people here. Which one do you think is best suitable to you? If you still don't understand my explanation, let me know. Let me give you a quick one. Yeah. Okay, this 6%. One is Vygotsky, when it's talk about the range of intelligence, where you can use it in different ways. The second one is Piaget, the old man there that thinks that you can connect in words and able to construct different ways of learning in different patterns. The second one is based on behavior. The third one, sorry, the fourth one is talking about the challenge in different areas to help and revisit them and see how you can improve. The fifth one is taxonomy about hierarchy. Okay, so the last one is multiple intelligence. Which one do you, oh, Tian, you say behaviorism. Why you choose behaviorism? Based on your psychological effects on this. Thank you.
So you see, behaviorism is like, how to say, it's like how you, wait, what the person meant is like, it's like, it's basically like influence. Like if you are near good people, you'll like you'll get like they will influence you to be good. It's the same thing as behavior. It's like if you don't teach, if your kid go like call a teacher a bad word, and then you don't teach your kid, like say, oh, you cannot do this and stuff, then they will end up just gonna go keep on doing it again until like, you know, something happened, like maybe the teacher like very upset, and then the teacher slapped the children. I mean, joking lah, right? You get the point. It's like
It's
attitude
not
like
joking
that.
like hey bro, there's no joking. I believe there are some teachers cannot take it anymore. Their psychology go haywire out above their limit already. They literally will punch and kick and then of course end up become police case, and then the teacher got no more job lah. There will be one, sure one. Because
There will be
we are dealing with
at most,
human
I don't
minds.
think they will do it, but then like, okay, but you get the points. It's similar. It's like that. So like behaviorism is like influence. It's like similar influence. If you are around good people, you'll learn good behaviors. Like if your parents keep on
Absolutely.
teaching you, like, oh, you cannot do this, you can do that, or like that, then you'll know what to do and what you can do and what you cannot do. And yeah.
Thank you. Han Ling, what is your answer? Kang Yao, you choose Bloom taxonomy. Why? Sorry, Tian Yu, that's all. Okay, thanks, Kang Yao. Han Ling, I would like you to choose out of these 6 theories of educationalists, which one do you think is best education theories? Which one that all teachers should know? Which one do you think is more important to you? Like Han Ling, thank you. Kang Yao.
Because I believe that every teacher should at least know a general knowledge of how each student is at what level. So for example, somebody's at understanding or applying the level, then the teacher would know how to help the student into improving, because it could be some people, they might learn faster than the others, so their level might be higher, but there be some other students that just cannot get it. So the teacher should pay more attention to them or give them more practice questions.
Wow, isn't it like related to your daddy mommy restaurant business? Correct lah. Because they got different stuff. I mean, sorry, sorry, Kang Yao, I'm very sorry. I'm not saying they are stupid or idiot or lousy or bad. No. They are all like you and me. Because it's a very sensitive question. Don't mind, sorry. Very, very sensitive. You know, as a waiter, their salary are not very high. Let's be honest, right? Correct. And do you think they have a master degree?
No.
High degree. So what kind of level do you think have? I think some of them are from Malaysia and China, right? And Vietnam and other, or even Singaporeans also have. What do you think? Since you are using Bloom taxonomy, right? So so see, when you are talking to a level of people like this, usually this waiter, what kind of level do they have? Based on your
I think some are high school and some are maybe college.
So when they are college, so you will pay according to their somebody talking to you?
No, it's good.
Never mind, you carry on your conversation.
好嘞，好，拜拜，谢谢
Bye
婆婆。
bye. Who's there?
That's my grandma.
Oh, bye bye, Nai. Take care, Nai. Your grandma came from China.
Yeah.
Then where is she going now?
No. No. Just now, she gave me something to eat.
Oh, she's staying in your house.
Yeah, she in my house.
Oh, then you say bye bye for what? I thought 大家出去了，大家出去逛街去哪里？还是回去酒店？Okay, so you see like these are the lower not lower please, their education. So how are you going to talk to them to understand? And then the chef and even the manager, do you think they will have a higher education?
No, I think they'll have about the same education level.
Then joke, hold on. Then how come this person can promote to become a supervisor, become a manager?
It could be either that they have been inside the restaurant for a long time, or they had more, their skills they have more leadership skills.
There you are, you see, growing in complexity to evaluation, 对吗? That's what you mean. Ah, now you get it. Well done. Thank you. Okay. Anything else to add, Kang Yao?
That's all.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Hey, honey, you choose Piaget, schema. Why?
Okay, let's say the knowledge you have in your brain is like a building, right?
Yes, constructivism. Yes.
So you need to start off with the foundation first, which is whatever you know as a child. Like
Well
how,
done.
like let's do an example. How are you gonna calculate interest when you're like in the business sector if you don't even know what 1 plus 1?
True, I
Exactly.
laugh. It's not sarcastic, true.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
apa schema?
I'm not surprised that you chose Piaget because of schema, because you are a very constructive person. You know why not? Because you did not turn on the camera, I cannot see. Because when you're in scout, those junior scout cannot perform, you ask them to dance the Hai Di Lao. I know you're gonna laugh. You're very constructive. You say, hey, you have to follow this. If you don't, you get punishment. These are step by step. Nothing wrong. Okay, I used to love Vygotsky and Piaget, these two. But later, after when I get to understand more with different educational theories and educationalist people, I prefer Howard's Gardner. Why? Because multiple intelligence is very important in especially today's society. The multiple intelligence, I feel that it's one of the important because Uncle Raymond's are dealing with different types of children and leaders and young people like you. So we cannot have one formula to suit for everyone. You agree, Kang Yao, right? Oh, sorry, you're eating. Never mind. Sorry. Okay, agree, Tian Yu. Right? We cannot have 他们讲一种米养几万种人呐。Even the rice is the same, but they fit with different people, right? So with this understanding, like multiple intelligence is that it's just a one type of rice or different type of rice or different type of, or maybe you can say the vegetables, or even can say a chocolate, a white chocolate or whatever dark chocolate or whatever chocolate it is. To them, people might think this chocolate can do some other things or make cakes or make cookies or whatever it is. So I feel multiple intelligence is very important, especially you must know that everyone have their own strengths and weaknesses and opportunity and threats. In this month topic, we talk about philosophy and psychology because we need to understand when we are writing an essay, we have to understand which angles, which platforms we are looking at. So if we are looking at some, later we will discuss more. We are looking at, say, for example, poverty. So how can we tackle poverty if it is an essay? Using a multiple intelligence, people might use music, right? Prima Kang Yao, to like we are the world. Remember the song? We are the one who make a better day. No, the Africa for hope, right? 明天会更好。轻轻敞开我的心里，慢慢张开你的眼睛，看看昨日的那个是什么哈？There's this song like what is the title 哈？明天会更好。So people use music to bring up the meaning of poverty. People use visual like YouTube to make a movie. People use poem to write a song or something like that to give people ideas of what is happening, right? So I feel multiple intelligence. Now look at this, guys. I would like you to color stuff. Now look at these colors. Which colors do you think best describe you? I want you to choose 3 colors. For me, Uncle Raymond, no need to say, yellow is my favorite, blue, and where's my red? Okay, these are my 3 favorite colors. Oh, cannot see. Okay, so which are the 3 favorite colors? Oh, yo, Tian Yu, 你要睡觉了啊。And when do you come back from Malaysia? I know. When do you come back from Malaysia?
Tuesday night.
Wow.
I tried the day before school.
Wow. Jam got heavy jam?
Nah, not jam. It's only the highway in Malaysia that was jam. The custom was not much, not that long to be honest. Malaysia was like 10 minutes. Singapore was like 5 minutes. Actually, Singapore 5 minutes.
Why the highway jam? I don't get you.
Honestly, no, cause and about there's like a big one, the main one. Then there's also the smaller path one. The smaller path one jam was because there was one traffic light that was like legit on for like only like at most 10, 20 seconds. And then there was a lot of car stacked behind, also we have to wait there for quite a while.
Oh my
The main
god.
highway jam, I do not know why, but usually it's either because of accident and then or like something like accident or like something just slow down the whole thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. So which color will you choose, Tianyu, since you're on the line now? Which three colors?
Right?
Three colors.
First one I'll take is I'll take light blue.
Okay, so I put your
You
name
know.
here. I put Tianyu.
Yep.
I got a reason to ask you this later. Then
I
two
take
more
light
colors.
blue, I take black, and I take purple.
Purple. This one,
Yep.
Thank you. Kang Yao.
I'll take pink, purple, black.
Pink, purple, black. Oh, how about Haning? Which three colors will you choose, Haning?
I personally would choose red,
Yay! Wait,
gold.
okay. Gold.
Yeah, gold.
Whoa.
And
I
pale
should have choose
blue.
this color. Sorry?
And pale blue.
Sorry, blue. Did you say blue?
Pale blue, pale blue.
This one.
Yes.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let me explain my three colors. Yellow because it looks to me like a royal color. Of course, gold is more royal. And blue because I feel that I relate my mood, like the sky very blue, very good, azure, like very good and clear. Red because I feel that 鸿运当头 Red means sometimes it's hot and more good about it. Okay, this is how I explain my three color. That is my philosophy in these three color, and I explain it in my psychology of these three colors. All right. So now back to Tianyu. Why you choose that three colors?
Alright.
Sorry,
light blue is like.
No, I was saying, Zachary, I hope when you're watching this video, you also choose three colors, and if you can explain to us, then you can do it next lesson. Yes, Han Ling, Tianyu.
To me, I feel like light blue. I choose light blue because it kind of reminds me of like the sky color and the ocean. And the ocean a bit light blue to blue, like, or even dark blue at some locations. So it's like kind of reminds me of those two, which kind of reminds me of peace in a way. Like you calms yourself down. And for the ocean part, it's because I love turtles and they live in oceans. For the black part, it's just a natural thing for me. Like, how do I say? It's like everyone in their life, in a way, you'll have a time where your heart becomes black. Black as in not like do evil stuff, but like as in you are probably depressed or something. So it's like you shut your heart down and it's like become black, man. Because if in a way, if you close all your windows and your house at night, and I mean not at night. Sorry. If you close all your curtains, right? And if you close all your curtains, your house is gonna become darker. So it's like the same thing to me. For purple, I just choose purple for the last one. It's because it kind of reminded me of one move from a character that everyone likes.
Which one?
No, yeah. HM might know. I'm not sure about Kanyao. It's called Holo Purple. That's the move.
What, from a movie?
No, that's from a show. A character's like move. A move. HR will know. HR will know.
Xiao Han Ling never replied.
Nah, he muted, but I trust me, he knows what I'm talking about. But
I
purple is
don't.
like the only one where I just pick randomly. The other two I have reasons.
Okay. Han Ling, why you choose that three colors?
Okay, I have a very specific reason for choosing these three colors. Pale blue represents the soul. Gold represents your determination, and red is just
The what? Gold represent what? Sorry again.
determination. Your
Oh.
drive, and then red is just my favorite color. That's it.
Just like Zhongzhen is also red now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is sorry, I forgot to ask Tianyu. What is your philosophy of these three colors?
What do you mean by philosophy?
So my three color philosophy means it determines my characteristic of dealing my own personal life as well improve it. So when I choose these three colors, my philosophy is that I need to follow these three colors, whatever I can do. Yeah. How about you?
My philosophy is like everyone will always have their time when they
Your
are
your
like at
your
their.
philosophy, my dear, your philosophy.
But cannot. I want to say something like, okay, everyone will definitely have their ups and downs in their life, but oh, okay, but you must still continue to pursue your dream or your favorite thing to do, and make sure to never give up. Yeah.
Thank you. How about you, Hanling? What is your philosophy for these three colors that you have chosen?
I kind of really just explained it. Like what these three colors mean to me, but our philosophy, let's just say that colors are like a really good way of representing yourself. Like
Okay.
let's say it is a filter that your thought process goes through and then shines past it.
You realize, I did not teach you these color patterns or these color selections or these color that motivate you in terms of your psychology and your philosophy in life. We will wait to hear from Kang Yao. But that nevertheless, you know that this color not only represent your characters, your feelings, your emotions, but also the principle of the way you want to carry out yourself to present to others. So I agree with you that gold is determination because gold will never tarnish. Gold will last for thousands of years as long as Mother Earth is available. And of course that gold will not tarnish. You can tell thousands of years those royal family use gold to build their temples, their house, their palace, their whole bodies of accessories, right? Thank you very much. Kang Yao, why you choose that three colors? Explain in terms of psychology for these three colors as well as the philosophy of these three colors.
I choose pink because pink makes me happy. I choose purple because that's that's my mom's favorite color, and I choose black because it makes me peaceful.
Wow, I'm so emotional and touched by the way you explain. Very straightforward, short, sweet, and sharp. Pink because it makes you happy because you think of pink of health. And purple because my mom loved it. Wow, it's so touching. So next time 你结婚你老婆说老公我喜欢 pale red 不可以，为什么？因为我妈妈喜欢 purple。我不管，我要那个 pale red 怎么办刚讲
I'll make it half purple, half pale red.
No, you tell your wife either you take it or you leave it. True 对 Your wife should be respecting your mom 对吗？对不对？ You agree with me?
Yes.
The same thing if she tell you my mother, let's say your mother-in-law say my mother-in-law love green. Of course, out of good respect and goodwill, of course, 好，老婆丈母娘喜欢青色，好，我们就买绿色，对不对？ Even though this is not your favorite color， 对不对？对吗，康阳？ I think this
Yes.
is the psychology. Please, 母亲永远是第一位。No one, even the wife or any children can replace your mom. Then you might ask me, 康阳 then 我的老爸怎么办？老爸排第二，老妈排第一。You agree with me? 你看每
Yes.
次 celebrate 都是天家，你妈妈都是一样 Mother's Day come first, then Father's Day. I'm not saying the fathers is useless or no good. I'm also a father. But I think the mom is so important because of the pregnancy of 10 months, the amount of blood that they lost while giving birth to us, the sacrifice they made, and then the moment they give birth to us, their memories start to deteriorating. That is really a sacrifice, and that all mothers are the most important in our life. As you know, all the famous people, they always took the state of mother as one of the most top priority. And I very respect you, Kang Yang. Not because you like purple, but because your mom like purple. Therefore, you suit her. You already win 50% of her heart. All right. So black, what do you say about black again? So because you like the color.
Because it makes me peaceful.
Hey, hello, brother. How the how the black make you peaceful? You say other color, I agree lah. I seriously, I don't understand Tian Yu and Kang Yao. How you say black can make you good? Seriously, I will never choose black. Seriously, I feel to me black is the sorry no hard feeling In terms of psychology, black is no. I will not take black unless 没有办法，我做 police 有时候要穿 black. Yeah, I hate black. I'm not saying hate lah. I don't use the word hate lah. Hate means to the extreme. I dislike black lah. Okay, sorry. Okay, what is the philosophy in life for these three colors, Kanya?
Love people around you and just do the things you like.
Well done. That's a philosophy in life. Let me talk a bit more about black. You heard of black box, right? Remember that the black box in the aeroplane, right? Remember? Last week, I said the black box in the aeroplane. The color is of course not black, it's an orange color. The black box is actually to tell you is we can't there's this thinking hat. One of them is the black hat thinking. The black hat thinking is more emotional and more details and more that you cannot see, because black color is you don't know what is hiding inside. If people were to choose black, psychologically it means he is a person that is very hard to not say understand, very hard to determine what is the next move is he going to make. You agree, I'll tell you and Honey, Kang Yang. Both of you, wow, very fast agree. So people very hard to understand, hey, what is Kang Yang doing? Don't know lah. Just now you say you want to go toilet, now you suddenly go to canteen and buy drinks. How about 10 you? I don't know lah. Just now you say you want to go out with his girlfriend, but don't know why now you don't want to go out with his girlfriend. His girlfriend coming to his house. Oh, you see? So this is something, okay, thank you very much. So the color patterns is just giving you a good idea. 哎呀，不要哭啦，天佑，不要哭，不要哭，讲而已，开玩笑，不要生气了。I know you're tired, my dear. Okay, so philosophical skills of thoughts and their implication. Please pay attention to this, it's very important. May I have Han Ling to read the first paragraph, please? Thank you.
Philosophical schools of thought and their implications. In Plato's Republics and his other writings, we see a development of idealism. According to him, every object of our experience is nothing but a shadow. That is saying that it is not in a pure state of reality. Whatever we perceive is merely a poor copy of the reality that exists in another world, which he designates as the world of forms or ideas. Thus, Plato's idealism talks of two worlds, the world of shadows and the world of ideas. The latter is replete with absolute perfection, real, unchangeable, universal, and eternal realities, whereas the former is the world of imperfect copies of things, residing in a world of ideas. The implication is that every material thing must have its true copy in the world of ideas. Idealists would say that even the pen you are having now is only an imperfect copy or shadow of the ideal pen in the world of ideas. Though there may be various strands of idealism, the basic tenet is the emphasis that existence is explained in terms of the mind and its function.
Wow, today your reading is very good. It's not sarcastic, it's true from my heart. The way you read, very peaceful and very follow the momentum. And true enough, sometimes we have a shadow, we have ideas. True enough, I think Kang Yao, Tian Yu, and Han Ling, and Zach, and myself, I agree. Sometimes when we think of this, we might decided to do that because you will see people very successful. They pass their exam well, they drive big cars, they stay big house, they earn a lot of money. So you want to follow. So you're like a shadow. But ideally, do you have this capacity and ability and the strength to do it?
Felix, in fact, this means that you are now just one challenge away from winning all
Yes,
this.
just watch out away. Thank you very much, Han Ling.
Yeah, I said
You give
hello.
away. Can you mute your mic? Thank you. So you see, so you see, like you see, like Han Ling now, you see, while he's paying attention reading, his shadow is looking at the other movie things, multitasking, but his mind can still focus. This is my shadow, but this is my idea. Giving an example, don't get angry, Han Ling. So same thing like you. Your mind might be looking at the screen, but the other mind might be doing other things. Same as you, Kang Yang. Okay, you might be eating and listening to my class, but maybe you're doing other things. So which is the real thing? The implication is that every day, our mind is moving in this manner. Because our mind, our brain is so complicated. Don't believe? Let's go. Kang Yao, will you mind these two paragraphs, please? Thank you.
Other views of idealism. Since Pluto, there have been many understanding of idealism. Descartes is one such idealist. He holds that the most important element in the nature of knowledge is mind or spirit. This idea is beautifully expressed in his popular philosophical dictum,
Cogito?
Cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I exist. This idealistic statement has so much implication on Descartes, who doubt the reality of anything having material nature and would only accept as reality the thought that he is thinking. Bishop George Berkeley also advanced the school of idealism in modern times by his essay Est Percipi. To be is to be perceived. What is real is that which can be perceived. What cannot be perceived is unreal.
Stop. So let me share with you. When I was in my uni, I was doing this paper called Change. The title is called Change. Okay, cannot. Can I highlight? Okay, highlight. Okay. So it's called Change. When we see I think, therefore I exist. So I have to think in a very creative manner. So Kang Yao, Han Ling, Tian Yu, exact. I believe every second you're thinking, provided you are sleeping, then you're not thinking, your brain will rest, but you have dreaming, you're daydreaming or dreaming. Or even you're no dreaming, your brain will be resting. But you know your brains are every milliseconds are functioning. So what I want to say that when you're writing an essay, you think that this is a topic that you want to write. So how are you going to make this topic, this subject, this essay to be more interesting, to make sure that your examiner will want to really give you good marks? So this is where you see to be is to be perceived. So you want to make it real so that people can understand, oh, this is really ideal. It's a very idealistic essay. This essay that Kang Yao, Han Ling, Tian Yu, and Zach were written this makes sense. Therefore, I will give good marks. The arguments are there, make sense. Therefore, it's very ideal. And it's true that whatever they do that is happening now in the world makes sense because I think what they have written exists. And therefore, I will give you marks. And therefore, because I know you have the knowledge to do it. Now you understand? You don't just write things in the essay just for the sake of writing. You think that the examiner are dumb and stupid. They also can Google and check, right? Okay, so let's carry on the last paragraph, please. Thank you, sir. To
put more correctly, again, the central thesis of idealism is that true knowledge can be derived from reason alone, since it is only the factual of reason that can
only the
grasp.
faculties of reason.
There's only the faculty of reason that can grasp or extract from material things their spiritual forms or essence, the faculty of the senses,
The faculty
of the senses provide the mind with imperfect, unstable, and changing knowledge of physical objects.
It's very true, the three of you, the four of you, Zachary. Let's be honest and truthful to yourself. Not just attending my Zoom class. I think any Zoom class or even in school, trust me, you guys might want to fish out your handphone from your pocket, from your bag, from somewhere when you find the lesson is boring, or you find the lesson is too dry, or you find the lesson that you can't understand, you want to switch off, or you just need to, your brain tell you, please take out your handphone, please daydream, please do this and that. So it's sometimes that the brain that makes the control. But then what Pluto say that it is possible for us to reason within ourselves. Hey, do I really need to take out the handphone? No? Do I really need to check the message? No? Or just continue finish the presentation by the teachers to give respect? You see, unstable and changing the knowledge of physical objects. So you realize that in front of you is really lousy. Don't waste time. I mean, sorry, I know you all respect Uncle Raymond when I call you and do things like that. Don't say you. I have to admit, sometimes when I attend some of my lecture, even until now, sometimes I attend some meeting, I will do multitasking. I will check my WhatsApp, I will check my email while I'm listening to the speaker talking, or even during meetings with my boss. I also do. You know what I do? I will check my TikTok. I will look at my email because handphone can check email, right? And then I got two laptops sometimes. Very normal. But what is the objective? Right? Ready? Tell you, whatever we say, just keep to ourselves, not to complain anything. Okay, let's go. Number one, please, for Plato.
Educational implication of idealism. For Plato, education simply means
Stimulation.
stimulation of the mind to recall that which it already knows before its being in the world. He thought that the soul are born with innate knowledge
The knowledge which is lost.
which it lost with contact with the material human body. Thus the concept of school and education is to create an enabling environment where students are encouraged to recall and embrace the concept of the good and the universal truth that already exists in their soul, which has been forgotten. An idealistic educational system would concern itself with ideas of things. The goal of education should be connected with the lifetime work of searching for true ideas. It should be to cultivate the human mind.
Okay, thank you. So you see, guys, you realize that every 10, 15, 20 years, the MOE, right, Kang Yao, they change, right, from A star, A, B, C to A1, A2, A3, A4. I won't be, no, AL1, sorry, AL1, AL2, AL3 to until AL8. I won't be surprised now when it comes to your children's generation now. When it comes to secondary, they might not have A1, A2, A3, no, or B3, no. They might change another thing. I won't be surprised when they go A level, they will not have H1, H2. Because we have to go according to time. Remember, I think, therefore I exist. So I think, therefore, the system must change. I think there is something that we need to change because the path is different. So how are you going to use in your essay writing? So when you think that this paragraph is not suitable, please, for goodness sake, don't write. You're putting yourself in the quicksand. If you have no idea about writing this topic, please, for goodness sake, don't do. My advice is do a draft with 3 different drafts. If you're talking about property, you can draft A, draft B, draft C. A is about property about country. B is about property of knowledge. C is about properties of frame. That means status, something like that. All right. Let's go. Next, 2 and 3, my dear. Continue.
All right. Idealism prefers the world of the spiritual to the world of material things. Thus, in education, effort is made to create an enabling environment for the orientation of the youngsters towards spiritual things or towards ideal. 3. As a result of the basic tenet of idealism, educational curriculum is made of humanities, languages, literature, philosophy, religions, etc., and social studies. These subjects are idea-based. Thus, they are to awaken in students the basic ideas of the universe. They help in the cultivation of the mind. Not that idealists do not consider physical training, vocational training, and sciences. They consider them, but only in the subordinate. Oh my god, I can't.
Subordinate manner.
Subordinate manner.
The one highlighted in yellow is curriculum. So the educational curriculum that you have now, we got the CIA, got the VIA, what is CCE? Not CIA, CCE, VIA, or all these curriculums, or even learning journeys, is give you a better understanding of what is idealistic, the real world. Now we do social study is to find the real good, perfect world that we can say. Not true lah. There's no such thing as perfect world one. Come on. There's no such thing as perfect husband, perfect wife, perfect girlfriend, perfect boyfriend, or even perfect parenting. No such thing as perfect. If there's perfect, then we don't need God. Then we don't need to come out with so many ideologies, psychology, philosophy already. Because different set of things like what I say, like 一种米养几百种人, or 一粒米养几百种人, whatever you call it. That is to show you the ideally speaking that, we need to come into consensus that, okay, when you're writing this essay, this is my point of view. Okay, POV, this is my point of view that I feel that Property should be like this. Example, I'm talking about an essay about property, right? So how many more do we need to go? Wow, that's quite a fair bit, a lot of things. We got a lot of things to do, to read. So Zach was not here. Zach missing again. So Zach, you're supposed to fill out this one. Which your 3 friends have submitted this already. Very good. So okay, later we'll finish out and we want to write something about here to help you. Kang Yao, later remind me on the 29th of February before we end the lesson. Must talk about 29th of February. Write down somewhere before I forget. Okay. Right. So let's talk about this one, realism. Then we call it a day to do other things first. Where are we? Okay. Oh my God, where is it now? Sorry, I missed out. Okay. Is it here? Okay. Realism. Han Ling, let's go.
Oh, bro, I just put a cookie in my mouth. Realism.
Realism. Okay, never mind. You eat first. Realism as a philosophy is traceable to Aristotle, the famous student of Plato. He is acclaimed to be the father of realism, just as Plato is believed to be the most propounder of idealistic traditions in Western philosophy. So we are talking about the Greek Western philosophy versus the Eastern philosophies like 孔子、孟子、孙子、老子。还有什么鬼子啊？有一个叫鬼子是吗？ That's one of philosopher thinking. 老子鬼子是吗？有一个鬼子 I'm sorry. These are all I need to go and find out again. I remember there's this name. The contentions of realism is that objects of our senses perceptions are real in themselves, whether the mind perceive it or not it, or whether the mind perceive it or know it or not. Like same thing. Take for example, I don't like math. I really hate math a lot. Like that day, few days ago, my son asked me a math problem sum. I look at it now, tell you, I start forming with it. I start got spasm with it. 摇头了. Uncle Raymond 真是. Straight away, I feel like saying the F word already. What the fish? Why can't this kind of questions? Okay. But anyway, that's how it works. Anyway, just to share with you that, for example, I may know that certain answer can come out from that problem sum, but I refuse not to know. That is real. True not? Why I tell you? Because my mind already tell me shut down already. For real, the moment I look at the sum, I really give up. You know what happened? I asked him to go and refer to SLS or call his math tutor. That's me, But of course, when he asked me other subject, okay I can talk about history, geography, all this, no problem. Ask me math, The basic tenets of realism is that realities and knowledge of things can be acquired. I think these people sometimes they type, I sorry I did not read through fast. Can be acquired independence of the mind that perceive them. In other words, reality is the instrumental and not instrumental. Okay, instrumental and not instrumental. It exists outside the mind and not within the mind has ideas. The implication of realist epistemology, the knowledge of what is supposed to know, the things that we need to know for the sake of knowing, is that everyday experience is true knowledge. Yeah. The moment tomorrow you wake up, you go to school, even though it's the same bus, same journey, same school, same uniform, but the journey going to school is always different. Your philosophy of going to school is to get knowledge. That will not change. But psychology, the mood that you go to school every day might be different. Agree or not, Kang Yao? Right. So it happened that day you go, got one girl want to give you a Valentine flower. Wow, Kang Yao will be 高兴。你不要假啦，你不要假在 act cool， 对吗？因为我要跳那个海底捞的 dance。你懂最近很 famous 那海底捞 dance。Okay, I can dance. But halfway through that day, the New Year, I was dancing in front of my friends' house. Halfway, I got tired already. No stamina. Okay, so our dependable knowledge is if external reality is possible, physical reality exerts aspects that the actual, suddenly I cannot read this. Asserts as facts that the actual state, stones and trees of the universe exists, whether or not there's a human mind to perceive them. The realist prioritize a world of things as opposed to a world of ideas. Okay, so you see, take for example a blind man and a man that is deaf. Their way of perceiving is different. One can see, one cannot hear. Okay, and how they perceive things, like, of course, the one who cannot hear may not enjoy the sounds of music. One who cannot see may not enjoy the color of life. So that's very realistic. How they perceive the world, it all depends on another object to look at it. Based on your heart and feel. That's what it meant. Okay. Are you ready to read the next one? Hanning? No. Oh, you're still eating. Never mind. Some of the proponents of realism are these persons and all these people that we are talking about will tell you, if you want, you can find out more. These are all, wow, backdated at least 300 years ago, or even 400-500 years. So you see, 400-500 years ago, people really start talking about realism. What is really real? The reality of life. Come on, let's be realistic lah. Okay, Kang Yao, let's be honest, realistic lah. Do you think you can get 7A1 for this year? Ling, can you? Exactly. Do you think, let's be realistic, do you think this year you can get 7 straight A1?
Six I can, 7 I cannot.
Can, Can. How about Kang Yao?
I don't think so.
Why?
Because this year is Sec 3 and Sec 3 is a big like change. So
My dear, carry on. A change then.
so I think I should make as much mistakes I can to make my foundation strong for my Sec 4.
Hey bro, but if you can avoid the mistake, why you want to make mistake? 对不对?
Make mistakes, so I make as much mistakes as I can. So
Make as
I'll
much what? Sorry? Make as much as what?
mistakes as I can.
Make as much mistake.
Yeah, as much.
No, if the mistake can avoid, why you want to make the mistake?
It's just to try out new things.
Try.
See,
No wonder you use the word try. I'm going to kill you, man, bro. Don't use the word try. You cannot use the word try. You do your best. You realize that if you're giving this kind of reasoning, it's very unrealistic, man, bro. You know why? Because definitely in any of the sector in the whole of Singapore, there will be sure got people top in the whole entire sector, 对吧? They also like you 他也是两个眼睛一个鼻子两个耳朵一个嘴巴嘛 same as you. 他也不是外星人. But why they can do it? Because they believe they set the goal is realistic. You see, realism is the antithesis to idealism. It upholds the view that matter is real and not shadows or copies of the real, which exists in the spiritual and immaterial world. In its proposition, realism says that our concrete materials world is capable of furnishing human minds with reality. You see? So you see, realize Kang Yao and Han Ling say, no, I will. The moment Kang Yao, so sorry. If you tell your parents, 妈咪今年我要拿7个 A1, your parent will not laugh. 儿子你不要做白日梦啊 ！Oh my goodness, yes, 儿子你吃错药你头脑进水！Your parents will not say that to you, trust me. Only you know who will say that to you, Kang Yao? Your enemy, the people who are jealous of you, the people who don't believe in you. 记住妈咪我今年要拿7个 A1， 好啊，妈咪怎么帮你我要补习。我什么东西都不要做，我就是读书。不可以这样，儿子，这样我甘愿你不要拿 A1 了。You must have a life. And I tell you, 偏you and 翰林看药。2 nights ago, I watched a TikTok, just to share with you this one, a true story in China. This guy was from kindergarten, I heard, all the way to university. That he's always top in the school, in the class. Every year top without fail. His father is a principal of a very famous school. Every year top 来康耀 top 到1年他毕业了不到出来做工不到几个月他自杀了，他死掉了，天佑，他自杀了。People were so surprised that he's the 精英 elite. Then people say why he died. You know what? Before he died, he wrote a letter to his mom. 妈妈，其实这几年来我不是为了我自己而活，我是为了别人为了你跟爸爸而活。Then he was like, no, he wrote看到。When I was kindergarten, my friend having birthday party, I was having tuition. When I was in primary school, my friend was having this one, I'm also studying for my exam. So every time when he got other activities, his whole life was天佑 he study. 我到底活在这个世界是为什么啊？是什么目的？说他死了，康耀，连他妈妈很伤心right So fast moving forward，有一天晚上，他妈妈做梦，他的儿子说：“妈咪，你应该把这件事情告诉天下父母亲，不要给他的儿子在真正的生活中拿 A1。” Or the mother cannot take it So the mother says, okay I'll do my best So the first year the mom gives a speech to the audience. She broke down and cried. She was very sad. She cannot take it because of the son. Subsequently, the second, third year, fourth year, you know what happened, Kaya? Her mom put on a smiling face. You know why? Because of his son's sacrifice, he saved a lot of children and a lot of families and the mother who understand their children. That is called realism and idealism. So 看要你不可以说我要 make mistake， 如果可以尽量不要 make mistake。That's why 看要你要 plan。surf 那个 wakeboarding， 你第一次去的时候，你当然是怕嘛，不会。但为什么你逐渐的 slowly, surely, definitely you can improve your because in realistic say I need to overcome. I saw people making this mistake. I will want to avoid this mistake. In ideally, you want to conquer this fear and wakeboard as good as professional as you can. So there's no such thing. 天下无难事，只怕有心人。铁半磨成针，看你要不要做。Yeah, sure, Kang Yao. My set 3, the first half was like shit, because I did not study. I played truant. I screwed up my life. I nearly joined gangster. I was a senior prefect. I smoke. I break dance. I shit. Okay, and even 离家出走 all these things. Kang Yao things. But the last part, I pull up myself because I believe in realistic. If I don't believe realism, today I won't be sitting here. So Kang Yao, believe in yourself. I know it's a freaking. I already told you last year already, right? 天佑对吗？天佑 and Han Ling already tell you, Kang Yao, good luck to you. It's going to be a tough year. But the tougher the challenge make you a better person. So in reality, next time your son and daughter come to you when they are set 3, you can share this experience with them. That is in realism and idealism. So sorry, Kang Yao, don't get angry with me. Okay, I believe all my students can score A1. Trust me. If a student say no, uncle, you don't way my Chinese like shit, how to A1? Hey, how come 1,000 years ago during the Song Dynasty, people say want to go to the moon, cannot go, but now people can go to the moon. Okay, and these realities are independent of the perceiving mind. It is in the oppositions to this person of theory, blah blah blah. Okay, which is to be perceived, which virtually equates existence with perception such as that an object cannot be existent if there is no body or some mind to perceive it. So you see, if that child did not commit suicide and came and went into the mommy's dream to tell the mommy, say, please go and share this story to all the parents, especially the mothers. Please do not make their child to be an elitist. Anything wrong to be a top student elitist? Nothing wrong, but no life, lor. Seriously, I tell you, 对吗? You saw your last year like WTF or WTF, WTH, right? But you see, I'm so proud of you that you went through the idealism. Your idea is, hey, sorry, can I chill with you? Limpe, you know it's Limpe, right? you heard of this Limpe story, like, you have heard before? Me, myself, and I will want to believe I can. And you did it. Your parents and I just tell you, 我们是在后面只是加那个油add the petrol for you only. Then your booster is you yourself go through. 记住你的大脑是最强的一个东西。你连大脑都放弃你就是放弃整个灵魂，整个 body。就像你写一个 essay 这样，你写到 that's why now you know why your introduction is a super important one. If your introduction sucks, good luck to you. Just say go to interview lah, right not? If your introduction lousy the rest bye bye. You can leave the interview. Realism, okay. Hey bro, Han Ling, can you read now? Can okay.
Of course, I can. Realism is like an umbrella term that covers many other philosophies which can be said to be the sub-schools of realism. These sub-schools believe that reality is perceptible, concrete, and outside the mind. Thus, with the following realisms: Aristotelian realism, scholastic realism, natural or scientific realism.
So which one do you think is important out of these three? In fact, all these three are important. Okay, sorry. Yeah, carry on. So,
I think last one, natural or scientific realism. You have to face science first. That's very important. You need to know that science exists.
okay, let me argue with you. You're absolutely totally correct to say that. I will use Atta. Absolutely totally agreeable to you. But do you know, without the first one and second one, there will be no third one. Agree or not? Without the first two coming for thinking, do you think there's natural and science? Because of this inquisitive of the Aristotelian and scholastic or the Socrates way of reasoning, today we will not be, how come the earth is not flat? How come the sky must be? How come there's a water cycle, there's a season, there's habitat? Because of the number one and two, slowly you build out the natural and scientific realism. Without these scholastics, people who have the thinker, who come out the platform of the philosophy and the methodologies and the pedagogies, all these ideas will not come in, then you will not have realism. That's my opinion. That's my argument.
I agree with that.
So no, I'm not saying you're wrong. No, I already say I agree with you because you are basing, my dear, you're basing in today's 21st century. But you have to look back in the past that with this number one and two, it kind of accumulates all these realism to become very realistic to us. Because of their stupid thinking last time, the earth is flat, our earth is flat. Now I prove to you the earth is round. Oh yeah, sorry. Because then the scientific come in already. So that's where it's also help you in your comprehension skills. All right. So we will stop here for here. We'll continue next week. Because I need to share with you that hopefully I did mention 29th of February, Kang Yao. Right. Okay. So 29th of February, if you're looking at the calendar, it's the last week of last day of the because February only got 28 days. So this year we have a leap year, right? And you guess what? 29, I'm having a police training in the HQ and cantonments Outram. A very important training for me. If I don't attend this training, I cannot carry out certain duties. So I will request Tuesday, you all have a tuition Tuesday night. Tuesday you cannot. Tuesday on the 27th. That is on the Tuesday. That means the 29th of February will be placed on the 27th. There's only three options. One is to cancel. Cancel, that means no replacement, number one. Number two is to replace on the 27th. And number three, we have to look in other ways to maybe replace for the next time round. Or I don't know. Anyway, 27. Hanling, Tian Yu, and Zachary and Kan Yao, are you able to make it on 27?
27.
Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Sure, can you let us know closer the date? Because right now, from what I'm thinking, no, but then maybe like until then there might be something we have. So like you let us know on like the week before, like closer to the date.
I know I cancel. I just want to book your first in case you say, oh, uncle, last minute, then you tell me. So now I roughly tell you So there's three options. One is totally cancel, no replacement. Two is replace to 27. The third option maybe is to see another lesson somewhere in March to replace it. Okay, that's all. All right. So now let's move on to the question that you all do this one. Okay, just nice. In what ways do the past affect the present? So by next week on the 22nd, I would like to see your draft. Okay, the four of you. Okay, Zach, if you are listening, I would like to see your draft for your introductions. Okay, and then your point form, your second paragraph, the third paragraph, your fourth paragraph, how it affects. So children is said to be the most enjoyable yet formative here. So it's good one. This story relate to you just now, right? About this elitist, the cream of the crop in the school and end up commit suicide. You poor thing. 我跟你讲了，真的这个孩子是白活。Is this education and number one in the school, top scholar is important. It is very, very important, but not at the expense of all these things. you need to have a work-life and study balance. But sadly to say, there are students who are really crazy for that. But end up they got no EQ and no PR skills. So I hope the four of you look at these four questions, look into more details, and how to use your philosophy and psychology to write this essay. If necessary, if you mute your mic, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. All right, so yeah, that is the homework that you're going to choose. By the way, I'm preparing your student performance appraiser. So please do submit your homework if you can. So what have you learned today? Just a quick one, all right? So we'll just stop here. Okay, so Tianyu, what have you learned today?
I've learned how every single small things in life can really help affect how you think and what you do in life.
Thank you. So what are the two things that you learned, Kang Yao, that interest you for from today's lesson?
Uh, live life with purpose.
The color
And
of life, the color of life. The
yes,
three colors.
and have a have a growth mindset.
Yes, especially the last one, the 7A1. Remember, boy, don't look forward to make mistakes. Avoid mistake if you can. But sometime in life, Kang Yao, I know it's unavoidable to make mistakes, right? There are certain mistakes. If you say, hey, Kang Yao, hey, I didn't learn the test today, then can we go and cheat? No? Can we copy? That is a really grave mistake. Biggest mistake. There are three types of mistake. One is a grave mistake, one is a stupid mistake, and one is an intelligent mistake. The grave mistake means it will bring you to the grave lah. The stupid mistake means really stupid, right? Certain mistake you should not make, right? And the last one, the intelligent mistake, is like Albert Einstein, who made the mistake become intelligent. That one I agree with you. Thank you, Kang Yao. How about you, Han Ling? How can you apply this today knowledge to use?
I think if you start off thinking everything as realism is the basis of everything, and then you think from there, you might understand the world better, or you might realize that what you're doing is correct or wrong. In something like that, maybe you realize more things when you think deeper, you know. The only way to tell if a building is stable or not is to look at its foundation. So yeah, look at its foundation, look at the basis of whatever happened here.
That's what the Piaget, right? The 6 theories, Piaget, the Bloom taxonomy, and multiple intelligence. Yeah. I hope this today left some more. Anything else?
That's it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, the three of you. Zach, I hope you have watched this video. I hope you have learned something to this video. And not only this today's lesson, but this lesson gives you a more profound, more professional, and more proficiency in writing your creative writing skills. Why? Because when you write, you are able to think deeper, further, higher, and use back your past knowledge to improve the quality of writing, especially your introductions. All right. Thank you very much. So just make sure on the 29th of this month, definitely I cannot have lesson with you, but next week, in case I back out, in case we can't do much, then we have to start I hope the four of you can start writing something and then send it to me, then I can send it for the next lesson. I know you are busy having tests coming up. I totally agree. But